I don't know how off course you care about me going, but one of my jobs that I had before I moved was and before COVID hit was I worked after school at a like an after school program for kids whose parents like worked late or whatever.
Sure.
Um, and those kids had they had like iPads. Like it's just like it's like standard operating procedure now for like your kid in like fifth grade to have like a phone and an iPad. Or like a phone and a laptop, and like I don't know if this is like a boomer take or not, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about giving like my fourth grader access to the internet, like unmitigated, unfiltered.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying of a thought.
Yeah, it's
But at the
extremely
same time,
terrifying.
it's like we gave our grandparents and our parents like Facebook and stuff, and look how that turned out. So it's
Yeah,
like maybe just humans in general just shouldn't have the internet and
yeah. Maybe the
stuff.
internet's too powerful for us to handle in general.
But while we're all the way off course here, can I ask about your Dungeons and Dragons group?
Oh, okay. How long do you want this podcast to be? Like,
Oh boy.
I can actually talk for many hours about Dungeons and Dragons. It's.
Are
I
you your
think
dungeon master?
I am okay. So I run two campaigns. I'm the dungeon master in two campaigns, and I am
Busy
a
man.
player in three campaigns.
Whoa,
So I
busier
play
man.
Dungeons and Dragons like 3 to 5 nights a week,
Wow.
which is a huge commitment.
How long has the longest campaign been going on for?
So my brother Jeff, who is an excellent dungeon master, I'd say he's even better than I am, which is high praise. um, his campaign's been going on for I think 2 years. But sometimes like breaks happen. Like we used to go on
Yeah.
tour, and so we couldn't play for a couple weeks or whatever. But there's probably been close to 60 sessions, 70 sessions, at like 3 hours a clip. So a lot of time, and but that one's really slow paced. Like that one, we're level 5. And then in mine, like I have a little bit of a faster pace. The one I'm DMing now is like we've we've been playing for like a year, but we took like a really big break in the middle because tour and then COVID happened. Like January tour, and then I was really busy in February, and then COVID happened. So we took like a big break. But we've probably had like 25 sessions or so, and we're level 6. So I mean, the pacing can be in all different ways. But like, have you guys played Dungeons and Dragons at all?
Yeah,
Not
really
not like a legit game, but just I've played like here and there with friends who are pretty into it.
Oh,
But I've
cool.
never myself like gotten seriously into it. But I feel like I need to play it with people who are like just like super into it. I need
I
to
would
like
I would I would
immerse
100%
myself in
invite
it.
you to like I'll start a campaign. Like I'm down.
Cool,
That would
cool.
be really fun for me.
My friends in college, like I had a pretty like established friend group,
Mhm.
and once a week in the evenings they would all hang out without me, and I started to catch on, and someone broke it to me was, oh, we're doing a Dungeons and Dragons thing, and at first I'm like jealous.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why did you guys think of me? And they're like, well, honest to God, like I didn't really like say I didn't complain to them because I'm not a baby, but they were like, we didn't really like think to invite you because we didn't think you would like it. And in my head I'm like, frick that. And so they let me sit in on one session, and I'm like, yeah, I would not like this. Thank you.
um, it's
Sorry. I'm
so
sure it's fun for you.
so part of me thinks that it's not for everybody, and then part of
Yeah.
me thinks that it really is for everybody if they just give it a. So like, I also had like
It's the
had
time
like an
commitment for me.
established.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, it's all about who you play with. Um,
Sure.
I had an established group of friends in college as well. But it was the opposite situation where I was like, "Let's do this. Let's play D&D. Come on!" And everyone was like, "Nah, not really into that. Like that seems like something like I think what really scares people off a lot of the times is like the role playing aspect of it.
Hmm.
For instance, I make all my I don't make them, but I really do push my players to give their character like a voice.
Oh, I definitely want to play with you.
Um, like
That's so
any
fun.
yeah, like it's really fun. Like any any voice. It can be like a stupid voice. It's just like different from their own voice, and I think what it does is like it kind of puts them in the like correct mentality to make decisions for a person that isn't them. Like your character isn't you. Like you have to like make decisions based on what you know your character knows, not like what you as the player might know. So it's I think the voice and like the role playing aspect of it are helpful in kind of that. But I don't know. I could talk D&D for hours, and I will. So feel free to.
Imagine a Stand and Wave Shark Club Elephant Jake campaign.
I know that Kyle and Colin from EJ really like D&D. So that could be manufactured. To be honest, that can be done.
Damn, yeah.
I mean, we also know other bands that exist.
There's only 3 bands.
Yeah, there's only 3 bands to ever exist. There's only been one EP to ever come out.
Yeah, I mean every other entity that claims to be a band that's not one of those 3 is just a Twitter account.
Everything that could be said and done in music has been done.